Welcome back, everyone. There's a new non-invasive treatment that claims to get rid of the fats in those hard-to-reach areas, hard to get to, such as your belly and your back, and love handles, too.
And here to tell us more is Melissa Rogne from Rejuv Skin and Laser Clinic in Fargo. Melissa, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So what are you going to show us today exactly?
Well, today I am really excited to introduce Vanquish. So Vanquish is a new medical device for permanent fat reduction, if you can believe it. And what makes it so exciting, it's the first non-contact device as well. So Vanquish is basically a form of radio frequency energy. And what the radio frequency does is target the fat cells. It heats them to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And that induces a process called apoptosis. So apoptosis, which it took me several weeks to practice saying that, basically is cell suicide. So what happens is the fat cells literally are destroyed and excreted through the body.
Because the word that jumped out to me was permanent. So walk me through the
Right.
permanent part.
Yes, exciting.
Because you always hear people say, oh, you know, it doesn't quite work, or other treatments have other types of this method. You know, the fat will come back in a couple days.
So what makes Vanquish different is that it truly is destruction of the fat cell. So whether you suck it out through liposuction, it's that same type of theory as we're literally permanently destroying that fat cell. Now, there's a catch. If you gain weight, you will grow new fat cells. And that doesn't mean that she'll get them back to this area. She might see them show up in different places, but it's really important to maintain a steady weight after you've treated with something like Vanquish.
Well, show us how it works, and then we can even talk to you more as we're doing it on our model, Lori.
So
Thank you, Lori,
just
for being
going
here.
to go ahead and start the therapy here, and it's working. So basically what's happening, the radio frequency is penetrating through the tissue. It has a very specific tuning ability, and that ability makes it target only the fat cells. So it travels through the tissue. It doesn't affect organs. It doesn't affect the outer tissue. Basically only heating that layer of fat cells, heating them and causing them to die.
Ah, and so what would Lori, I know Lori doesn't have a mic on, but what are you feeling, Lori? Anything at all?
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Completely comfortable.
Heat? A little bit of heat?
Not really.
Oh.
No.
So you just take a nap and lose fat.
Yep.
Wow.
And is that typical? You don't feel anything?
Everybody's a little bit different. Some patients are going to feel more warmth, and as the treatment progresses, it tends to feel warmer. It should never be an uncomfortable or painful treatment. It should feel as if we have just a nice heating pad draped across the abdomen the entire time. Lots of people fall asleep, and I'm one of those. It's pretty relaxing.
And so how many treatments would somebody need for their belly?
On average, you're looking at 4 to 6 sessions performed once weekly. Studies show us that at about 4 weeks, the average is about 2¼ inches of permanent fat reduction across the middle.
And so you do you do legs or arms or?
Right now, the device is approved for the midsection. We have been using it to treat the saddlebag area with a lot of success as well. They are developing right now, we're excited for the launch this spring, new applicators that are going to let us treat arms, thighs, some of those other areas as well. So the device was just FDA approved here in August. So we were one of the first clinics in the United States to offer it.
Let's show some before and after pictures as we talk to show people what this is about. And obviously the before is on the top, after is on the bottom.
Yes, so these are actual Rejuv patients who have been undergoing the procedure. We start with the before pictures the day of their first session. The after pictures we take at the midway point to see how they're progressing. That photo is actually of the midway point. So that's after 2.
3, 2.
That one's after 2, yeah. And then we will take them 6 weeks after the last session because the body continues to metabolize the fat. The one thing you notice in some of these pictures too is some tightening of the tissue. That's one of the beautiful side effects of radio frequency, is not only are we getting some destruction of the fat, but we're also causing a good tightening. So patients who have a little extra skin, possibly post-baby, you're seeing that tighten. That was 2 sessions right there.
Wow.
So you don't have to have certain qualifications to come in.
Exactly.
No certain weights. You could be any weight.
They say that it all depends on what your expectations are. So our goal with Vanquish is to get you down a pant size. And we want to take some inches, pant size, maybe 2 pant sizes. So if you come into it knowing that you have 4 or 6 pant sizes to lose, we're going to look at other tools in addition, diet, exercise, and Vanquish is a great way to kickstart that. But if you're somebody who just is dealing with that stubborn part right around the middle, Vanquish will get you in bikini shape by summer.
So say I do my 6 sessions, go out, live life, I'm still kind of eating, haven't changed my eating habits much. Do I come back then in a few months? Or
That
a
is
year,
a great question. Some people do use Vanquish as their, I'm going to do what I want. I'll just come in and vanquish it away. So you can do that. Now, it might be kind of an expensive lifestyle option at that point, but we're happy to do it.
So what would it cost per session, or what would 4 to 6
Sure.
sessions cost?
So we charge $2,995 for the 6 sessions. After that point, if you want to do additional sessions, say as a lifestyle management, it's $350 per individual session.
Oh, okay. All right. And this has been featured on like The Doctors and a few other
Yes.
national shows, right?
It has been. So it's been very exciting to see it gain a lot of press. They really say that it is a game changer in the field of non-invasive fat reduction, which is an exciting development in the aesthetic industry.
Interesting.
So are there any drawbacks?
The only drawback with Vanquish is metal. So because it's radio frequency, we have to be cautious in treating patients who have metal implants, specifically around the area that we're treating. So that would be one of the contraindications for it, as well as pregnancy. We don't treat during pregnancy as well.
Okay. What about if a woman were breastfeeding or something?
Breastfeeding is fine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
We got about a minute left. Anything else you want to share? Lori, anything you want to share?
How you doing, Lori?
I'm doing very well, and I'm looking forward to further treatments.
Ah, nice.
Yes, yes.
So what treatment are you on, Lori? This is number, would it be number 4 for you? Or?
This is my first
This is her first one.
Wow.
Thanks for being
Yeah, such a good sport.
Yeah.
It's always my pleasure. Love Rejuv.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All
for being
right,
on. I
thank
appreciate
you.
it very, very
I
much.
appreciate it.
Wake up, Lori.
We'll be right back.
Was I snoring?